The Holy Land of Bharatvarsha, or India, is a seat of rich cultural heritage. The Ganges, celebrated as a celestial river, crosses the eastern part of the country into West Bengal. At her confluence with the Jalangi, there are 9 beautiful islands situated like a lotus flower, with Sri Mayapur at the center. Welcome to Sri Mayapur, land of the golden avatar. It is here in the 13th century that Lord Krishna appeared as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to inaugurate a new movement based on the chanting of the holy names of God. This chanting was handed down through a succession of teachers to His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who in 1966 founded the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. By the single act of exporting the teachings of Sri Chaitanya outside of India, Prabhupada brought together people from many cultural backgrounds. This magnificent memorial, or Samadhi, was built in Sri Mayapur by Srila Prabhupada's followers to honor and glorify his exceptional achievements. Along the walls of the Samadhi are colorful terracotta paintings depicting the Sankirtan movement. This architectural masterpiece has a 50-foot-high gleaming dome surrounded by well-maintained gardens with colorful and fragrant flowers all year round. Today, the spiritual headquarters of ISKCON, Sri Mayapur Chandrodaya Mandir, is a budding spiritual city, attracting an average of 125,000 tourists every month. As confirmed in scripture and tradition, a representative of God is offered the same respect as God in person. Just as a country's ambassador is honored abroad on the same level as that country's president, the messenger of God can be seen on the same level as God. Inside the Samadhi, a bigger-than-life-size murti, that is a deity of Srila Prabhupada, is worshipped by his disciples and followers. The spiral staircase from the Samadhi Hall leads up to a museum where the life of His Divine Grace is depicted from his childhood to the moment of his departure from this world. In just 11 years, he touched and transformed the lives of thousands, encircling the world 14 times, establishing 108 temples, numerous farm communities, and initiating 5,000 disciples worldwide. A tour of this exhibition never fails to leave in a visitor's heart a feeling of awe and appreciation for Srila Prabhupada. He was the embodiment of pure devotion to Krishna. Srila Prabhupada still lives in sound through his books, recorded classes, interviews and conversations. The grand scale of the Samadhi is indicative of Srila Prabhupada's importance as one of the greatest spiritual teachers of the modern age. Located little more than a kilometer down the road from ISKCON is the birthplace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The Lord appeared in 1486 under this neem tree, which is why his mother gave him the name of Nimai. Hundreds of visitors come daily to offer their prayers to the Lord. Our visit to Sri Mayapur Chandrodaya Mandir begins from the main entrance gate. Just past it, immediately on the left, is the Bhajan Kutir of Srila Prabhupada. Built in 1971, this humble hut was the first building to rise amidst the rice fields. Since then, 24 hours of kirtan has been performed non-stop for the last 23 years. Srila Prabhupada would stay here during his early visits to Mayapur. He remarked, "Even if you built me the biggest palace, I would still prefer to live here." A small temple of Sri Nitai Gaur Sundar is also a part of the Bhajan Kutir. Spend a few hours in this peaceful environment, vibrating the Hare Krishna mantra with the sweet sound of instruments, and you're likely to want to live here too. Traditionally, poised in front of Krishna temples is Garuda, the Lord's eagle carrier. He reminds the pilgrim of a devotee's humility. Festivals bring large crowds to the temple. This is the best time to get first-hand experience of how to chant, dance, and be happy. Lord Nrsingadev, one of the principal incarnations of Krishna, appeared many millennia ago to protect his devotee Prahlad. Praying for protection and blessings, devotees worship this unique half-man, half-lion form of God. The worship is offered with ghee lamps that illuminate his flame-like mane, searching glance, and bent knees. There are many recent stories of how Lord Nrsingadev in Mayapur quickly reciprocates with his devotees' prayers. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu manifested himself in 5 forms known as the Pancha Tattva. Pancha means 5 and Tattva means truths or principles. Sri Adwaita plays the role of a devotee in the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya. Out of his great compassion for suffering humanity, He requested the Lord to descend into this world and save the ignorant people. During the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya, Nityananda was the most intimate of his associates. These murtis, or forms, are over 7 feet in height and weigh more than 2 tons each. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared with a golden complexion to reveal the merciful process of kirtan, or chanting the holy names, as the best means to realize the sweetness of the spiritual world. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sri Gadadhar is none different from Sri Krishna's eternal consort, Srimati Radharani. He was the childhood friend and companion of Sri Chaitanya. The deities are made of 8 auspicious metals called Astadhatu. Srivas Thakur came as an incarnation of the great spiritual master Sri Narada Muni. The Panchatattva performed many esoteric activities in the house of Srivas Thakur. These 5 members came to spread the glories of the holy name of the Lord. Together, they have broken wide open the doors to the storehouse of love of God. The temple's main deities are Sri Sri Radha Madhava, with their 8 principal gopi associates. Under the highest standards, this all-attractive divine couple has been worshipped here in Mayapur Dham since 1971. For those with faith and devotion, the Lord reciprocates according to their level of surrender. Beautifully decorated with fresh, fragrant flower garlands and precious ornaments, Sri Sri Radha Madhava attract the hearts and minds of everyone. The bewitching smile of Sri Madhava and the merciful glance of Srimati Radharani will draw your heart right up against theirs. The 8 principal gopis, or Ashtasakis, are expansions of Srimati Radharani, who assist her in giving pleasure to their beloved Krishna. These gopis help to arrange different pastimes and exhibit different moods simply for their lord and lady's satisfaction. Adjacent to the temple is a diorama exhibition in bas-relief depicting the life and teachings of Sri Chaitanya. Below the statues, a caption of each pastime gives one an understanding about the character and persona of the Divine Master. In this panel, you can see how Lord Nityananda begged Sri Chaitanya to have mercy on two evildoers named Jagai and Madhai. The life and deeds of Sri Chaitanya will inspire anyone's heart to emulate his munificent mood. Next to the temple is the room where, despite his full schedule, Srila Prabhupada would rise between the hours of midnight and 2 a.m. to translate ancient scriptures from Sanskrit into English. His books have now been translated into over 90 major languages. This beautiful deity of Mayapur Chandra was personally worshipped by Srila Prabhupada and is the original deity of ISKCON Mayapur. The land of Mayapur is a paradise for nature lovers. Many different types of flora and fauna can be seen all around. Following Srila Prabhupada's desire, devotees have begun to build the Temple of the Vedic Planetarium, which will show how the universes are created and interact in space. This will also become the new home for all the presiding deities and provide adequate facilities for the increasing number of visitors. Completion is scheduled for 2016. Mayapur is resplendent with various festivities. Beautiful rangoli patterns are made with flower petals and colored rice powder. During the winter season, the Hathi Parade, a procession with temple elephants, is held every Saturday night. Sri Sri Gauranitai are pulled on a bullock cart, accompanied by a chanting party. A small version of the main deities of Sri Sri Radha Madhava are taken around the campus, carried by their majestic elephants, Vishnu Priya and Lakshmi Priya. During the summertime, the deities are offered a beautiful peacock boat ride in the circular pool of the Samadhi complex. This gives them an opportunity to cool off and enjoy the fountain's high jets. Appearance days of the Lord are celebrated with a multitude of festivities. One such day is Narasingha Chaturdasi, typically celebrated in the month of May. At the peak of summer heat, Lord Narasimhadev is offered a royal bath with various auspicious substances such as milk, ghee, honey, yogurt, and an abundance of mango juice. These festivals draw literally thousands of visitors from far and wide to Sri Mayapur. The festival of Rath Yatra is also performed here each year. On this occasion, their lordships desire to bless everyone by their merciful glance, aboard 25 feet high carts pulled along by their loving devotees. Srila Prabhupada established this Rath Yatra festival in major cities all around the globe. If you take a small journey from the ISKCON campus, you can see these ancient deities of the Lord, originally appearing in Jagannath Puri, Orissa, several thousand years ago. This is an extraordinary form of Krishna known as Jagannath, or the Lord of the universe, seen together with his elder brother, Baladev, and his sister, Subhadra. They appeared here in Rajapur around 500 years ago so that the Lord could receive the worship of his devotees. Inside the compound also resides the deity of Lord Shiva and a recently installed tiny temple of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with his devoted Srimantini Devi. Back inside ISKCON premises is the Goshala, a happy home for more than 100 cows and bulls. It is surrounded by countless grazing fields in Mayapur's loving environment. Devotees from the international community who reside in Mayapur frequently come to care for them by washing, brushing, and feeding them. According to the ancient Vedic culture, the cow is respected as a mother of mankind. When properly taken care of, she gives abundant milk, by which quantities of different dairy products are made. On the other hand, the bull serves mankind like a father, working hard to plow the fields for the cultivation of food crops. According to Vedic texts, by taking good care of the cows and bulls, all auspiciousness is achieved. Situated at the confluence of three sacred rivers, namely the Jalangi, Ganga and Saraswati, Sri Mayapur lends itself to simple living and high thinking. Since the early 1970s, a vibrant and cosmopolitan community has grown very steadily, with hundreds of families from all parts of the world settling here to raise their children on rural and sacred land. A regular party of enthusiastic singers congregate with its own sound system, on wheels. They walk around the ISKCON campus. They also take this ancient style of congregational singing from village to village, just as it used to be done by Lord Chaitanya and his associates. Srila Prabhupada made a famous statement that no one should go hungry within 10 miles of Mayapur. This community has been dedicated to free distribution of prasadam, sanctified food that has been offered to the Lord. Needless to say that villagers happily partake of this free prasad, food for the body and for the soul. Nothing is as warm-heartening than seeing poor village folks spontaneously join the Harinam on a full stomach. There are plenty of guest houses all equipped with modern facilities, and many more are being built to accommodate the ever-growing number of visitors. It is very likely that you may find your various needs met at the local shops. Devotional paraphernalia, handloom saris, handicrafts, and jute products all made locally. In addition to these amenities, there is an internet cafe, money exchange, a bank, ATMs, and even a travel agent. To help make Sri Mayapur your next holiday destination, the Mayapur Tourism Department offers package tours for groups of all sizes. This includes transportation, food and lodging. Guess what? It also includes an enchanting boat ride across the Ganges in the sunset.
I mean, the hospitality has just been phenomenal. Probably have not met any community that's been so gracious and so hospitable anywhere I've ever been.
Mayapur is a beautiful spiritual community which has graced us with so many gifts, so much hospitality and service, and has taught us how to be that change we wish to see, how we can really be in service of everyone, and in so being in service of our brothers and sisters, we are in service of God and our divine purpose.
This is your introductory tour of Sridham Mayapur. May you be inspired to come and be amazed at the grandeur of Srila Prabhupada's memorial, discover the birthplace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, relax in one of Mayapur's countless and comfortable guest houses. This is your special invitation to this most sacred land of Sri Mayapur.
Witamy w Mayapur.
Добре дошли в Mayapur. Welcome to Mayapur.
Welcome to Mayapur.
Bienvenida a Mayapur. Tere tulemast Mayapuri. Jumela, Amkhela, Momo, Mayapur. Bienvenue à Mayapur. Haribo, é cabo assim do Mayapur.
Bienvenue à Mayapur. Haribo. Добро пожаловать в Mayapur.
मायापुर में आपका स्वागत है।
हरे कृष्ण विद्यते श्रीधाम मायापुर धाम
Gopi Basanahara Rasa Rasika Kipamo